Hello, I'm Anna Napoli for the Finance News Network, and joining me now from Midway is Managing Director Tony Price. Tony, welcome to FNN.
Thanks, Anna.
First up, can you start with an introduction to the company?
Midway Limited is an integrated forestry business, the only one fully integrated forestry business listed on the stock exchange. And by integrated, I mean that we operate on the cradle to grave basis, and that means that we plant trees, we tend trees, we harvest them, we take them to processing facilities, we market them, and then we also, in some cases, deliver the product all the way to the customer. We're one of the biggest exporters in Australia, and most of our product is delivered to customers in China and Japan.
Let's talk about your first half 2019 results. What were some of the highlights?
We basically generated a revenue of about 124 million, which was up 45% on the previous half year. That delivered an EBITDA of 12.2 million, which was up 88%. So all in all, we had a good year. That was driven by significant increase in sales price and also the tailwind of foreign exchange.
Now to your operations, can you tell us more, starting with production?
We've got operations throughout Australasia. We have an operating business that manages plantations on our behalf and also on behalf of third parties. We also have a number of processing facilities, Queensland and 2 in Victoria, and more recently we've developed operations in Tasmania and also Western Australia.
And how about pricing?
Pricing has moved upwards significantly in the last 2 years. So 2018 calendar year, we were able to achieve an 8% price increase for our product. And in 2019, the first half of 2019, our prices are up 11%. And that's driven by the supply demand. So what we're seeing is a tightening of supply into the Australasian Asian market. And as a result, we're seeing significant upward pressure on price.
And how about any new acquisitions?
We've made a couple of acquisitions in 2018, and we're looking to bed those businesses in and integrate them into our current operations. As well as that, there's a number of other opportunities we're looking at, largely in the forestry sector and in the 4 key areas that we operate, but we're considering some other agricultural products which don't deviate too far away from our business, for example, grain.
And can you tell us about the market dynamics in Australia today for plantation companies? Around
the global financial crisis time, we saw most of the plantation companies, the MIS companies, failed and they all went into receivership. But post that period, we've seen recapitalisation of those plantations by private equity largely, and that's been a good thing. There was a period though when the pricing was low and therefore people haven't been planting trees, but with the pricing signals now, we're seeing a significant amount of planting going on, and I think the outlook looks very positive, so I can see our plantation estate expanding quite rapidly.
What exactly is Midway's strategy and progress?
Okay, so we've really got three major areas that we're focused on. The first one is to make sure that we're maximising the utilisation of our current processing assets. That's very, very important, and we're looking at ways of getting additional resource through those, as grain, for example, as I suggested earlier. The other major strategy is looking at acquisitions that fit within our key skill sets. And the third plank to our strategy is making sure that all of our operations are running as efficiently as they possibly can, and that's running cost reduction programs and making sure that those businesses are doing what they need to do.
Last question now, Tony, is there anything else you'd like to add?
I guess as a forester, a professional forester, I'm very, very passionate about the forestry industry. There have been times in the past when it's had a tough time and been criticised, but I see forestry as a major opportunity for us to help with the climate change issues. Trees suck in carbon dioxide and pump out oxygen. They store carbon and could be a significant player in terms of helping with the climate change issues, and therefore Midway's well positioned to take advantage of those opportunities.
Tony Price, thank you for the update.
Thank you very much.